Football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
On 2nd and 7, Tua. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Tua going to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try to find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Come on, back. Black shot.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there. Turned the ball over. A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Cook. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Ty Long now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And look at this starting field position. That'll be touchdown inside the 30-yard line.
Ready.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Okay.
Here's
ready.
second and 10 now from the 29. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28. That's complete to Smith-Marsette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On second down, Cook. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Bond going to throw it. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
47 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. off of play action. Tagovailoa.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by a South Florida native, Patrick Peterson. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Dalvin Cook so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
They try again with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Take it in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 7-7, our score after 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action, now it's Tua. And his throw is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Fielded at the 33. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. A very tough run, but for a pretty short gain out near the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
First down, Irv Smith and partner. It just feels like this is his year because you remember him as a second rounder in 2019. He had to share the starting job at tight end in his first 2 seasons. After almost 700 yards and 7 touchdowns, the job is truly his here in Minnesota.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down from the gun, it's Mond. He'll find Smith-Marset complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Back to the air, Mond. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
3rd down, here's a run by Cook.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Mostert. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Let's go now. Check, hut, check.
One more time with Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And this time he is in.
Raheem Mostert with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Here's Mon.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Get ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon.
Escaping the pressure right.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown! Irv Smith Jr., his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Let's go.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Ready.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. Tua, a final shot before half. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And some space here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here we go. 6, 7. Right.
Tua on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Mond looks to throw on 1st down. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Haven't been a defensive coordinator yet. The thing 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. Tua. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do, where they are in this game.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
It was great just to see Danielle Hunter back on the field after missing all of 2020 with a neck injury. When he's on top of his game, book him for the Pro Bowl, and he'll always be contending for All-Pro status.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here we go, set. Black shot. Ready?
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st down, here's Mon. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Go.
2 and now on first down. A quick throw, but incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Come on, set.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Yellow. Yellow, go. Red, cycle. Ready?
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
They go play action here. Mon. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .36 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Down.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by a South Florida native, Patrick Peterson. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they'll come on 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Now Mon. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on 1st down. That keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory.